If you don't go within, you go without. Imagine everything in your life. It is all an inner journey. It's all just discovering yourself and discovering who you are. It involves way more pain than you think. When you dive within, you're gonna find things that you know were stored deeply within from your past, from your childhood, and it all comes out, and it's probably going to be painful, but you need to go within. There is nothing, basically, nothing in the external world that isn't reliant on some internal energy. You attract to yourself everything that you are. You've probably heard that before, right? But think about this. Your energy. If you have an abundant state right now, you're going to attract abundance into your life. If you have a state of lack, an inner state of lack, you are going to attract an outer state of lack. You attract every single energy that is compatible with your own internal energy right now. So think about that and think that you can change every way your life is based on changing the internal. Enough focusing on the external and focusing on what you don't have outside, what you don't have inside and everything, and just zoning in on that one thing, on what you have internally. I feel like that's so important to understand how important the internal aspect is, You could have everything in this world, but if you don't do the deep inner spiritual work, you're gonna feel empty, you're gonna feel a void, you're gonna go through some things that you're gonna feel the pain that was meant to come out. You felt this pain before and it just keeps coming out again and again, and it's all stored energy from your past, from your childhood. It's childhood trauma, and we all have it. Basically, there's no shying away from the fact that it's in everybody you see has that. Even celebrities, even rock stars, even famous people, even your friends, we all have that. And I think it's about accepting that and not running away and shying away from it, and doing the inner spiritual deep work, just going within, because if you don't go within, you go without. I think it's honestly an amazing quote or catchphrase or whatever, but yeah, you have to go within, man. You have to just find out what you're made of. You have to find out who you are from within, and that is the only journey that's going to truly satisfy and truly fulfill you from within, from your deepest sense of being. We're gonna have expectations, we're gonna be attached to certain things, we're gonna have trouble letting things go, just giving up, surrendering to the moment, and we just hold on to a past or a future, and we just can't live present. But just let it go, just let it go and be where you are, be where your feet are, and that's it. I feel like going within is one thing that it's the most risky, and it's also the most rewarding. It's equally risky and rewarding, because when you go within, you're gonna find things that you're probably escaping from. This entire time you're trying to run away from these things through entertainment, through media, through listening to music all the time. These are not bad things, but we just use them for the wrong reasons, which are to escape our own thoughts, to escape our own ideals, and this pain that we feel, this background disturbance. But at the end of the day, it's all an inner journey, and it's all how you see things. And I feel like there is nothing external. It's all internal. It's all your inner state that creates your reality. And when you really think about life like that, and you realize that everything you see, for example, is just light. It's just light being transferred and processed in your eye, which creates this image in your mind. Everything you see outside is actually in your brain. The images you think you see, this reality, everything you think you see around you, it's made in your brain. It's an image that's created and processed based on different energy vibrations and frequencies and light. It's just in your brain. Your entire reality is up here. It's in your consciousness. And of course, when you realize and you put it into perspective like that, what else is internal? Everything else is internal. So you got to look within, because if you don't look within, then there's always going to be something. There's always going to be a void. There's always going to be a pain in your heart, just undealt with trauma, undealt with energies of the past. And I don't know, like I've been through a lot in my past, and the one thing that made most sense to me is always the inner work. It's always the breathing. It's always the journey. It's always giving up, surrendering, and letting go. Letting the moment take you where the moment wants to take you. Being where your feet are and just letting go. The art of surrendering, the art of letting, the ability to let that which does not matter truly slide. So you got to do your deep inner spiritual work. In my opinion, that is the only thing that is going to make sense in the long run. It's the only thing that's truly going to fill in the void. We all have this. We all experience some type of pain, You go through heartbreak, you go through losing things in your life, losing people, losing ideas, thinking that you're not where you want to be, and a lot of things, and all of these things cause pain in different amounts. And that's why the journey everywhere is the journey within. And the journey cannot be separated from the outcome. The journey is everything. You can't possibly be in the outcome. You can only enjoy the journey, because the journey is the outcome and the outcome is the journey by definition. It's all one and the same. There is no one and two. They're just both together. I mean, I found this with myself so much. It's just, I always found myself attached to certain things. I always found myself with this deep attachment to ideas, having these expectations. And it's not that you should shut out your expectations and just, we're human, right? At the end of the day, we expect, we have attachments. That's fine. But it's all about the way you see the attachment and the way you understand yourself in that sense. And just look within, why are you attached? Why are you attached? Why are you feeling this pain? Why are you holding on to something so tight? Ask yourself that, there's always a reason behind that. It always goes down to sometime the past. And when you make that connection, then you can realize that, okay, now I can actually let go of this. I can let go of this past emotion and I can heal from it, and I can move through and move forward with my life and just start to grow, start to become a better person. Because you cannot be who you want to be if you're always thinking about who you were. You have to let go of who you were so you can be who you are now. And the sovereign path to freedom is understanding yourself from within, not from without. Because in my opinion, everything is within. So I'm down to make videos like these every single day. If you like the videos that I make, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. You got this, bro.